But it just seems like a lot of good top side skirmishing makes the game like more snowbally. So I guess
This is Azento from Esports Heaven, and I have here with me Johnsun from FlyQuest. After a doozy against Evil Geniuses, this game was bananas. It was pretty back and forth, and so I remember there was a play in the bot lane where it was basically you guys like almost throwing the game away. Like
yeah.
what was kind of going on with that play as you guys were trying to, I guess, break into their inhibitor at the bot lane because you guys had Baron as well too.
Yeah. I think it's I got caught out obviously from the recon engage and then kind of like flash or like stopwatch from the Samir auto. But I
Mm-hmm.
think uh the comms weren't the best. Maybe I'm not sure. Like obviously I entered regardless, but we're just trying to look to hit bot turret after pushing mid, and then I guess I'll just bot by myself. I'm not sure. I didn't
Yeah.
check the game, and then
So
we just hard engaged and we all died.
so speaking about comms and stuff, how was the comms near the end of the game? Because I would imagine, generally comms are probably pretty easy to figure out in the very beginning parts of the game. It's probably mostly the jungler and the top laner or support
Yeah.
talking a lot, but I'd imagine comms break down a lot as the game
Yeah.
progresses, especially to 50 minutes. So, like, how was the comms, especially during the end of the game, when they were like knocking on your guys' Nexus?
Um. So the comms going into the end of the game was like the elder is expiring, so we should not take the fight. Because like they're pushing mid and top, so we just have to wait, and then he just hard engaged on us in our base for some reason, and
Mm-hmm.
he just gave us the win, and then we're all yelling to go down. Well, I guess our support and top were yelling to go down mid, and we also had like some contemplation of whether we should, one guy stays in our base, but like it's 70 seconds, and it should be like game over at that point, I guess.
Yeah. So, from your perspective, how is it playing ADC in the late game in terms of maybe changing your mindset? Because, at the very beginning of the game, ADC isn't that strong. You're kind of just
Yeah.
going to lane, trying to get CS and build up and whatnot. But as the game progresses, you become more and more important as, a champion within the game. So, like, how does your mindset change as the game progresses?
Like when you start the game, you just worry about like what can kill you. It's like the jungle timing. So obviously, at certain timing, the jungle can be like bot side.
Hmm.
And then as you progress to the game, you just worry about like the 2v2 matchup, whether the jungler can come, blah blah blah. But like I guess in this game, for example, like once you got to mid game, it was getting like a bit difficult in the sense that people actually have to mark the two people that need to be full, marked, which is the recon and the set. And our team at the moment is not like good in with like our mid game. So for me, at least, I was more worried about like the flankers
Mm.
before we could like actually get into our position and start poking and whatnot. And a couple of our team fights was like pretty messy. It was like I think two isolation fights, so like split into two, which is really not good for a con. And that's like basically the whole game, I guess.
Yeah. So, what was, I guess, going through your mind when they ended up getting that Elder Dragon and they ended up, pushing into your guys' base and whatnot?
Um, it was kind of like just trying to wait it out because with Elder buff, it's like one shot potential. It's like stun hits us twice or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then like as the fight was going, like we're just throwing our poke, and then like they're like I think our Fountain, right? And then ADC dies, Jizuki dies, and then we're just talking about like focus these targets, kill these guys, and then I think three of them was up left, and they tried to hit the Nexus, but like both of their ADCs like inted right at that point,
Yeah.
and then we're focused on killing them, and then we killed the minions, and then we just went down mid, I guess.
So, talk to me about Ezreal and specifically building Frozen Heart because it seems like an odd item, for an ADC, but
Yeah.
I could see in theory how it kind of makes sense. Do you want to break that down?
So after the recent buffs to like Sunderer, which gives like more max HP damage, I believe. it's like a good first item prospect, and normally Ezreal abuses like Sheen items, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with this build path, you get like 400 extra HP, so you kind of like tank more burst. And then since in this game, for example, they had Tristana, Samira set, like 380 targets. Frozen Heart has good value because of the armor and then the passive, while also like makes it so that enemy team has to build like Last Whisper
Mm.
and also like slow their attack speed. Most of Ezreal's damage is primarily from like just like the Thrall does. I mean the Sunderer. I
Yeah.
didn't see how much damage it did this game, but usually I see like 3 to 5K in
Mm.
like a normal game. But like this game is 50 minutes, so not too sure. And also I was missing a couple of queues. And then usually you just need like 3 items on Ezreal. Uh, Thunderer, Mana Moon, and Last Whisper. If they had like more AP damage, you'd also see like a Maw. So you just kind of like tanky in the sense ACs can't one shot you when you walk up, but you also do a lot of damage back off of 1 Q.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on, I guess, the meta overall? Because it seems like there's like this weird meta of support picks like Karma and mid lane and whatnot, which then puts more of the damage focus onto you as an ADC. So like, what are your thoughts on the meta in general? Because it seems like it's a little up in the air at this point.
Yeah. Right now it just seems like you want to get like a good flex pick off of the OP champs that are in the game right now, and then it after the pick ban, or well, I guess like the ban phase, you kind of just take an OP and then build a comp around it,
Yeah.
or you try to prevent the enemy team from getting OP champ. So right now, I assume like every team trying to like not give Gwen, or if
Yeah.
they're giving Gwen, they have like a comp for it, or they're trading the champ. So this game, I guess you could say we traded Rumble for Lee Sin because everything else is open ban.
Uh-huh.
But it just seems like a lot of good top side skirmishing makes the game like more snowbally. So I guess as you see in this game, we snowballed boss side, and then Lee Sin was running around the map killing people
Yeah.
sometimes. And yeah.
Okay. Well, congratulations on that. A really long one. It must feel so good to win that game.
Uh no, it feels good and bad, you know.
Well, I hope you guys can clean up the play just a little bit. But we will see you guys next week. And so this has been Azento from Esports Heaven and Johnson from FlyQuest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that too.